Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Hellenica, where we are heading into Hades to look into some information. There we go. Defend. Defend. And go. There, you're down. Okay. So we haven't met our Persian swordman yet. It's been a while since we've seen him. Oh dear. Ow. Ow. Okay, it's not going to do anything. Well, dang. That'll take care of that. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to go. Somebody died in the guy who was leading the terrorists, the Luddites, killed himself. So we're going to Hades to interrogate him because you can do that in Greek myth. Yay! Yay! Okay, heal Nyx. Oh, no. Heal. Oh, you're not in range. No, that's not who I want. There we go. I can't do an exploding barrel. It's not an empty space. There we go. There we go. Yay! Stun him. Yep. Nyx is going to get hurt now. Or Nyx. My brother's cat is named Nyx. Oh, no, wait. They're coming after Nefel. Oh, they're coming after Diona. They're coming after everybody. Really? Oh. Okay. Yep. Defend, I guess. There we go. Yay! Goodbye! Oh, there's one left that I missed. Ow. Yay! That didn't work. So, back to you. Okay. This just won't work. There we go. There we go. There we go. This will work. Instant barrel! And bear power. There we go. Just the one guy left. Ow. There we go. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. This hurts quite a bit more than I don't remember the accent that I was originally given. It's been a while. But this hurt quite a bit more than I was expecting. Yep. Oh, you... Okay, I'll wait. I hope I knocked enough off the edges. I hope that's the secret objective. I know I killed enough with Nyx's powers. Huh. Going out with 100% with full health. Defeat all the ghosts! Oh wow! And oh wow! Unlocked a new skill point! Yay! We have skills that we can buy. Challenging, it pulls enemies toward Brasidius and forces them to try to attack him on their next turn. Iron Vanguard. Surround Brasidius. Takes half damage of all sources for one turn. Okay. And the Tribute to Ares. I think we're going to do that. And change the Shield Bash into Endurance. There we go. Leonidas, Darius, Luddites. In life, I was the king of a prosperous empire and ruled over my subjects with justice. Yet for all my wisdom, I was blind to the threat that had taken root within my very palace, within my own son. How could I have been so blind to the darkness growing inside of him? My eldest son had always been possessed of a brooding nature and vindictiveness to those he felt had wronged him. But with fatherly affection, I forgave him and convinced myself his actions were just youthful indiscretions. All children are fraught with flaws that would ill suit a leader. I hoped he would grow out of them. But he didn't turn out the way you hoped. No, the more responsibility I gave him, the more callous and tyrannical he became. He ignored or threatened those who sought to advise him, and was openly ruthless towards any who he imagined opposed him. It wasn't until he slaughtered the Magians and extinguished their sacred flame that I realized that my son was not a man, he was a monster. Yet, even as I decided to relieve him of his birthright and pass the throne instead to his younger brother, I made one last fatal error. The night before the new crown prince was to be announced, I called my son into my chambers in private to inform him of my decision. He flew into a rage and slaughtered my guards. Then he turned on me and... "Oh no!" "And then what? You were telling my companion a story. Don't stop halfway through."
"It's okay, Brass. We shouldn't make him relive these moments."
Looking back, there were so many points at which I could have stopped him, but didn't, and now I'm doomed to spend eternity here in this gloom, wondering what horrors he's inflicting on our empire, and possibly even the world. Interesting. Well met, Spartan. You enter Hades bearing your shield. You must have died a warrior's death protecting these helpless women. I am pledged to protect them, but... Urgh. Not that she needs it. She's hardly a woman at all. I mean, I think we should go. You're right. There's not enough time in the world to beat brass heads every time they say something ignorant. Diona, you should be more respectful. This is... He's dead, by Zeus and Hades. He's nothing more than the whispers of a Stygian wind. Whatever glory he had is He's dead, by Zeus and Hades. He's nothing more than the whispers of a Stygian wind. Whatever glory he had is past. And even if this brute could still draw breath and raise his spear, he'd find himself outmatched by a not-so-helpless woman who has trained her life for combat. I don't think. Ha! She has spirit. With 50 like her guarding the goat path, I might have held Thermopylae against Xerxes.
Also known as the Hot Gates, this is the corridor where 60 years ago the Spartan king Leonidas and his 300 Spartans with 700 of their slaves made a heroic, although doomed, stand against an overwhelming army of Persian invaders, along with 2,000 Thespians, who are regularly forgotten in modern interpretations of this story. Persian king who tried to invade Greece 60 years ago.
Okay.
Wait, a Spartan king that fell fighting Xerxes the Hot Gates? Oh, wow!
King Leonidas, the greatest warrior of Spartan history, except for maybe Heracles, since they were supposed to be descended from him. For 3 days he led 300 Spartans to hold the pass of Thermopylae against the innumerable hordes of King Xerxes.
I just said that, Brass. I literally just said that a little bit ago. In fact, I can click right here. Yep, I can click right here and say it again, but I'm not going to.
His sacrifice and bravery inspired all of Greece, and soon afterwards we rose to drive Persia from our shores.
No, not really. Sort of. He went and conquered Athens, held Athens for a while, grew a little bit bored, and then the people that managed to get away from Athens came and pushed things out in the wake.
Perhaps our duel would come to a draw then. So he's a great big brass-head hero, but he's not who we're looking for.
It's more than that, Diona. If Xerxes had been successful in that invasion, all of Greece would be part of Persian Empire now. He was successful in that invasion. It's just he got bored.
And it might all get blown to pieces if we don't find out who is behind the train bomb. Greece is in danger? Surely Sparta has written to combat this threat.
Sparta is... It's complicated, you see. Your home has descended into bloody civil war because some rebels are steadfastly opposed to the king's changing of tradition. What traditions? Oh, it doesn't matter. Spartan's loyalty is to his king. Interesting. Is that how you and your companions died, fighting the rebels? No, we were traveling by train near Thebes when... Why were you so far from Sparta in her hour of need? Great King Leonidas, my shame is greater than you can imagine, but I was fleeing Sparta, pursued by King Aglesias's guards. I was assigned to protect General Lysander, and after he was murdered, I had no way to prove my innocence, and no one believed me. So rather than face execution for a crime I did not commit, I ran. I don't know where I'm going or what I can do to help my country. Why were they so convinced it was you? No one else had access to his chambers, and the headless body they found certainly didn't. I don't know how it happened. Maybe they picked the lock or used witchcraft to... Brass, look at me. What? Why? He's either not lying or he has a future as an Athenian politician. So you're innocent? Yes, but no one inside Sparta believes me. Soldier, I believe you. If you were a coward, you would have dropped your shield and fled, but you kept it with you. Why? I couldn't abandon my shield. That's true! You are only abandoned it once, and only because I forced it out of you. Because you are a Spartan, and a Spartan would rather die than lose his honor. But you're afraid. I'm sorry, I know a Spartan should know no fear, but... Bah, whoever told you that never had 1,000 Persian arrows raining down on them. The coward fights only those he does not fear. A true Spartan faces his death, shouts in defiance, and strikes that much harder. But be a true Spartan. A murderer stalks our city streets, and none save you know it. Sparta needs you, even if you are afraid. But what if I am caught and killed? My efforts would be meaningless. Look around you, Brasidius. Rich and poor, fools and wise men, all equal in death. This is your future. Your only choice is whether you will join us as a coward or as a Spartan. I understand. Brasidius, since we're in Hades, why not find the Spartan guy you supposedly killed? Maybe he could shed some light on who... Oh, I'm doing the wrong voice again. Brasidius, since we're in Hades, why not find the Spartan guy you supposedly killed? Maybe he could shed some light on who his actual murderer is. Nix! That's a great idea! He could help us find a way to clear Brass's name. Let's ask Leonidas if he's seen the guy. Honorable King Leonidas, I'm seeking the man I stand accused of murdering, so that he may help me find the true killer. His name is Lysander, General of Sparta. Could you direct me to his spirit, and let us hope he has not yet drunken of the rivers of Lethe and forgotten all his memories. Lysander? No Spartan of that name has entered Hades. Maybe you missed him? Or maybe he's not really dead. No, there was so much blood in his chambers, and they found his body. Except for his head. Lots of people have bodies and blood, Brass. And if someone wants to disappear, it's much easier to do it when people think he's dead. You think Lysander faked his own death? Who is Lysander? The Spartan king, Aglesias' friend and mentor. Okay, this seems rather far-fetched. Isn't it possible Leonidas just hasn't run into him? Of course it is. But my intuition tells me there's more to this. Your intuition? That's not really much to go on. No, Phil, you were the last person to say anything like that. If it was enough to save you from the bomb on the train. And this is Greek myth. Intuition is a lot to go on. Luddites! Why, if it isn't my killers, you were rather quick to join me. Why, was it our bomb in the factories that got you? Or maybe our friend across the sea finally spurred his Spartan attack dogs on you? You lying swine! Brass, cool it. Ha! I knew you'd be here before too long. Not even the fabled Theban shadows could have guessed the true extent of our plans. Yes, please, continue bragging. I may be in Hades now, but my brothers and sisters will never let your plans of sabotage succeed. The people of Thebes will never surrender to your Luddite ideals. Ha! So you didn't live long enough to see the Spartan rebels win their miraculous victory and overthrow that machine bastard King Aglesias and his cog monkey supporters.
But you did live long enough to see the riots in Athens, to see how people cower before us. Only Socrates has the strength to stand against us in the assembly, but he's quite old and frail. It shouldn't be much longer before his accident. No, not Socrates! Listen, you pig, You'll do what? Stab your spear through my ghostly form? Have your friend shoot me with her steam bow? You're just like me, dead. The only thing any of us can do is wait while my buddies smash your steam-loving cities apart. You're wrong. We've actually got very much nothing in common. Where you kill indiscriminately, we take up arms to protect the innocent. Where you try to tear down Greece to preserve some imagined past, we build the future. Is that supposed to make me feel guilty? We came to Hades willingly. Now you've told us about your mad plans. We're going to return to the surface and put a stop to every single one of them. You're joking! No one leaves Hades! Goodbye now. I've been doing the wrong voice again. Goodbye now. I'll send my regards with your conspirator friends. They'll be joining you shortly. You filthy cog monkey! You'll never win! I hope your friends' weapons aren't as impotent as your threats. I want to test my shield in the coming battle. Hades, take you, Spartan. They have weaponry that'll melt your shield and your whole accursed arm. You think you have some idea of the foe you face? But you're like pebbles before an avalanche. When next we meet, your spirit will have no peace, because it'll be impossible to collect your shattered remains for a burial. Okay, that threat was a bit better. It's an empty threat from a dead man. Let's go. We learned what we needed of the Luddites' plan. Now to find a way out. Why is things... Oh, great. How do we get out of here? Okay, I have no options. Ah! That's right, you can look at things. That path seems to lead upward. Do you think it's the way out, Diona? The path will take you to the surface, but not without some nasty surprises. Allow me to advise you on the proper path. Who are you? In life, I was Atreus, honored explorer and maker of maps. Though that's a distant memory now. But I might relive it briefly here by directing your return to the surface. Atreus, I remember hearing that name somewhere. An ancient Greek king who killed his brother's sons and tricked him into eating their flesh. Ah, that Atreus. How would you have us leave this place? The first thing you'll want to do is... Atreus gives the parties directions. Octos, I've had many lies as a spy, and my intuition says this spirit's intentions are murky at best. How do you propose we find a way out, then? Follow your intuition. Yes. Are you being serious? I want to get out of Hades as much as you do, but the way to do so does not lie with that spirit's directions. I'll consider what you've said. New path unlocked. New path unlocked. Okay, so I think there are still some things we can look at around here, or maybe not. Yep, that's about everything. So I'm going to go to the next video. See you then. Talk to you then. And we'll see about these two paths that have been unlocked. See ya.